Well, Francesco, we're at the pear tree. You've just played.
I've seen that, yeah.
And we wanted to find out a bit more about you. So can you tell us about your music and how you've come to be a musician?
Well, how I've come to be a musician. I had a guitar as a present from my parents when I was about 8 years old or something. And that's about it. Then I've been into bands and played my stuff in Naples, which is where I'm from. And then I moved to London and I wrote these songs that you just heard. That's it.
And the name you go by, NASOV?
NASOV is just a nonsense thing. It's sometimes like the whole nonsense thing, so it doesn't mean anything at all. Just thought it would be a funny name. I've been in a band before with a French sounding name, English sounding names, just usual stuff. Russian sounding names, maybe more interesting, so I went with NASOV, which means nothing at all, but it's just vaguely Russian. That's it. And I'd love to say something about it. This band, started as a band in London, so I did have a project in London with another guy called Nicola. Hello, Nicola. And he's now in London, and I went back to Naples, but he's always it's always he's really small as well, so you can actually carry him. So I just really want to say that.
Outstanding. Also, how long have you been doing music, I guess, since a boy?
Yeah, about 105 years, I'd say. Yeah, 105 years, that's when I started.
Right. Excellent. I like it. And your influences, can you tell us a bit about your influences? Or inspirations?
Yeah.
Seals?
Inspirations. Seals, animals, mammals mostly. However, insects and animals really get into. And then just, songwriters. I've got this thing about punk rock. I am a punk rock at heart, but I've got this thing about folk music and songwriting and stuff. So, Ryan Adams, Bill Cole, not Ryan Adams, Bill Cole, whatever's new wave is coming out of this songwriting scene. Funny to be.
As a musician, what skills do you think are important?
Skills?
Yeah.
I don't believe music is about skills. Some music is it's all about technical things. That's not the kind of music I'm interested in. That's not the message I'm trying to convey. So to me it's all about having a laugh, saying something to people, just being able to make a connection with whoever is next to you in whatever way. So that's what music is to me.
So I'm interested in learning and how people learn. So with that in mind, how have you learned to be a musician?
Yeah, I've taught myself, so I've never taken lessons. I took a few lessons when I was really, really, really young, 10 years old, and I did some guitar lessons. Of course, I wasn't really studious. Nothing, the teacher wasn't really getting much out of me. I did try and get some lessons later on, but that just wouldn't work. So yeah, to me, it's all about, sit down, do your stuff, and that's going to happen at some point. You'll learn. If you practice, you will learn at some point.
Perseverance and passion.
Yeah, that's good. Good words. Certainly.
What would you say is missing in the music world for you?
The music world, what's missing is, that's a really difficult question. Maybe sense of humor? I'd say that. I find a lot of musicians taking themselves really seriously, and I think it's something that kind of ruins the world of music as a whole. As in, musicians really feeling whatever they're doing, the world couldn't do without, or something like that, which I think is never the case. So I'm not saying anything. I don't mean anything bad. But I think like it's good to have a great sense of humor when it comes to this, and not to take yourself too seriously. And I do see quite a lot of people taking themselves too seriously.
What support would you like as a band or as a musician?
As a musician, I could do with some support when it comes to having to. Well, you do have to pay for everything you do, don't you? Like, you want to release a record, you have to pay yourself. You have to finance yourself. So you end up putting a lot of your money in it, and I don't want to sound like horrible, sticking the money issue in it, but it is a bit like this. Like, if it would be great if somebody sometimes would just give you some help, like with it. It would be a good thing. It's not all about money, don't get me wrong. It's just sometimes you just need money to do things. It'd be good. You could count on some help at times.
Do you think it's become too financialized and have opportunities sort of diminished or disappeared more?
All sorts of opportunities.
Well, I suppose to record, to play.
Well, you've got loads of opportunities to record, don't you? Because now, everybody can get decent equipment and stuff, so it's a lot easier, actually, to get a record done than it was even 20 years ago. So no, that's a great aspect of the whole thing. I just think, like, it would be nice to have somebody given a hand when it comes to doing things, because musicians are usually left completely alone. They're completely on their own, at least to my experience, when it comes to do anything. You find a gig, you email the venue, you have to make a record, you go to the studio and you're like, look, I've got this amount of money, what can I do with this? And
so today, coming along to the pear tree and working with Derek and myself and Keaton, we've all been trying to pool our resources.
yeah.
Has this been something that you see as helpful?
Absolutely helpful. It's great to come here. Like I said, I'm not from Edinburgh. I couldn't have done this without you. Couldn't have been here without your support. And it's great that you are doing this for the artists. I heard you speaking to somebody before, and you were like, yeah, Rolling Stones are great, but I need something new, something fresh, and I think that's all about it. So I really appreciate what you do, and the workshops that you are doing. It's great. So give people a chance to learn something for free. So I think that is always a great thing to do.
Very glad to hear it. As a musician, what websites do you find are useful?
As a musician, as in to promote yourself?
It could be promotion, it could be to learn music, it could be to master music, I don't know.
Right. I've got to say I'm not into the whole, I don't really spend a lot of time in the research on this area. I like, I don't know, a website like Bandcamp seems to work really well to me. I'm a bit of a fan of the good old HTML. I think just a good website to just do the job. So, yeah, that's me.
I'm interested to hear your thoughts on pay to play. Do you find it hard to get paid gigs?
Hard is to say the least. It's kind of impossible. Yeah, it's really tough to get any money out of music. What can I say? What can I say? In Naples, where I'm from, we do get some support. Like, guys who organise gigs, they always try to,
NASOV.
Great. Thank you, Alex. Thank you guys for having me. I've had a great time.
Brilliant.
Cheers.